Narito ang ating Good Vibes show for today. Good morning to all everyone who is watching for our show, Your Good Vibes. So, hoping na makaka-enjoy tayo sa ating pinakabago, pinakamasaya at ating Good Vibes na kwentuhan dito lang sa pinakamamahalang Good Vibes sa Malo. Yan. So, yung story natin kahapon about Reader's Digest, pasensya na po sa abala na pwede na lang i-move na lang by next week. Kasi lang po, suppose na plano kami mag-vacation pero hindi natuloy kasi ang parents ko may gagawin na trabaho by Friday. This today pala. So, I don't know kung bakit. Mapa-stress reliever pero wala akong show off na pampawalan ng stress. So, yan lang po. Kasi yung parents ko namin pupunta ng kusina kasi may gagawin pa na task doon. Sayang. Paano ko maka-vacation ngayon? Wala. So, yan lang po. So, as of now, mag-play na lang tayo ng mga awesome shows. I-feature natin yung mga favorite best of awesome dito lang sa Good Vibes. Pwede rin until Monday kung kaya. So, ito. Best of awesome na tayo. I hope you enjoy my show. Awesome shows. So, ito. Ang ating best of awesome na tayo.
This is Tyler. Tyler, with Grammarly's help, is writing an email to his boss, Anita. Tyler sits just 15 feet away, though it can feel like this is the end. It's time. What if we eat like an elephant? Wow. Now I will be able to eat so many burgers. Oh, Firstly, if we eat like an elephant, elephants may get shocked. They may go on a hunger strike. Secondly, if we eat like an elephant, our existing clothes will no longer fit us. We will need much, much bigger clothes. Thirdly, if we eat like an elephant, we may not be able to afford paying huge bills at restaurants. Fourthly, if we eat like an elephant, preparing such huge quantities of food will not be easy. Many chefs may resign. Fifthly, if we eat like an elephant, our weight will go out of control. Exercising will become a necessity. Lastly, if we eat like an elephant, we may not be able to move very fast. Marathons may become a very slow affair.
So, yan yung sample na video po. So, manood na tayo ng awesome time. It's awesome time. Parang, sa Showtime, di ba? Yung opening ng Showtime. It's Showtime. Ganun din sa awesome time, di ba? Same yung tono. So, best of the best na awesome muna tayo ha. Para ma-enjoy tayo. Kasi supposed to be na mag-holiday ako ngayon. Pero wala. Because of my parents' decision to continue their work. Best of the best muna tayo.
It's time.
So bets of the bets muna tayo para ma-enjoy kayo. Kasi I won't able to talk today kasi alam mo nasa stress ako for now. Para matatawa ako ba? I will not able to share stories but also will tell you stories instead of me. So yeah.
It's some time. What if the sun disappeared? We would need a lot of flashlights. No. The sun's enormous mass and gravitational power locks the planets in their orbits. If the sun disappeared, the Earth would fly off in a straight line into space. Earth would collapse into darkness only after 8 minutes, as sunlight takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. Moon would disappear as it doesn't produce light of its own. Plants would die, as no sunlight means no photosynthesis. Within a week, Earth's temperature would drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, dropping to negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit within a year, making it impossible for us to survive. Ocean surfaces would freeze, however. Water in the interior would stay liquid, due to heat from the Earth's core. Only microorganisms who don't require photosynthesis would survive by converting coarse heat into the energy they need. Thus, without the sun, humans wouldn't exist. It's some time. What if Earth stopped spinning? It would gain weight. No, some. It's some time. What if Earth stopped spinning? It would. It's some time.
Sorry po for technical adjustments mo lang po ha. Pasensya sa abala, sa delay. So, gagawin akong lahat para ma-enjoy kayo.
It's some time. What if Earth stopped spinning? It would gain weight. What if Earth stopped spinning? It would gain weight. No, The Earth spins at a speed of 1,000 miles per hour. Its atmosphere also moves along with it at a constant speed. If the Earth stopped spinning suddenly, the atmosphere would still be in motion, sending everything on the Earth's surface flying into the atmosphere. Now, Earth spinning generates a centrifugal force which is responsible for the huge bulge of water around the equator. No spinning means no centrifugal force. This water would migrate towards the poles, where gravity is the strongest, leaving behind a giant landmass. Also, remember that, even though the Earth stops spinning, it is still revolving around the Sun. This means we would experience a 6-month day, followed by 6-month night. Some experts also believe that Earth's rotation generates its magnetic field. Without rotation, there would be no magnetic field to protect us from the harmful solar winds, making it extremely difficult to survive. It's some time. What if you fell into a black hole? I'll color it with my colored pencils. No. Boundary of the black hole is called event horizon. Small black holes have stronger gravitational forces than large ones. If you fell towards a small black hole, the strong gravitational forces would stretch you until you were torn. It's some time. What if you fell into a black hole?
I'll color it with my colored pencils.
No. Boundary of the black hole is called event horizon. Small black holes have stronger gravitational forces than large ones. If you fell towards a small black hole, the strong gravitational forces would stretch you until you were torn apart, even before you cross the event horizon. In case of a large black hole, you'd be able to enter it unharmed, falling freely until you reach its center or point of singularity. Here, you would get squashed and merge into it. But your friend observing this from outside never actually sees you enter the black hole. He just sees you fall in slow motion, freeze, and then go dimmer. Why? Because our current laws of physics don't apply beyond the event horizon, making it impossible for us to see beyond. Which is the best sleeping position?
Mine!
Alright, let's see. Sleeping on our back allows our spine to rest in a neutral position, preventing neck and back pain. Also, as the face is not pressed against the pillow, it avoids over-wrinkling. However, this position is prone to more snoring. Sleeping on our stomach prevents snoring but makes it difficult to maintain a neutral spine position. It puts pressure on our joints and muscles, leading to numbness, neck and back pain, etc. Sleeping on our side keeps the spine elongated and prevents neck and back pain. Sleeping especially on the left side decreases acid reflux, improves blood circulation, digestion, etc. However, side sleeping presses our face against the pillow and increases the chances of wrinkling. Some people even curl up tightly while sleeping on one side. This restricts breathing. Now, since all positions have advantages and disadvantages, there is no best position. But if sleeping in a specific position is causing problems, you can switch to other positions for better results. Are wisdom teeth still useful?
Obviously, because wisdom teeth make us intelligent.
No. There are 32 permanent teeth, out of which 4 wisdom teeth begin to grow a little late. Now, when our ancient ancestors used to eat plant material and raw meat, they required big, strong jaws and wisdom teeth to chew their food. As they learned to cook food, they no longer required those big jaws. Hence, through evolution, the jaws started to get smaller and smaller. But the wisdom teeth did not disappear through evolution. They still exist. But since they appear a little late, the remaining teeth usually take up the available space in the small jaw, leaving no room for the wisdom teeth. Hence, they begin to grow at odd angles and push other teeth, causing pain, swelling, tooth decay, and even infection. Hence, in such cases, wisdom teeth can prove to be harmful and not useful. Is sleeping in contact lenses bad?
Not at all. They help us see our dreams more clearly.
Oh, stop bluffing. Contact lenses act like a sponge and absorb the moisture present in our eyes. They even trap bacteria. So, wearing them for too long, failing to clean them periodically, and sleeping in them can cause excessive dryness and even eye infection. In addition to this, unlike other parts of our body, the cornea of our eye receives oxygen from the surrounding air and not from blood vessels. Now, when we wear contact lenses during the day, it reduces the oxygen supply to the cornea. But when we wear them while sleeping, also, it further reduces the oxygen supply to the cornea. Hence, to satisfy the oxygen need, tiny blood vessels grow in the cornea, thus causing blurred vision.
Let's go there!
Oh no, little kitty. That could be dangerous.
But why?
Nobody knows. But for the sake of this video and science, based on the information
It's some time.
What if everyone went vegetarian?
Then I will turn pizzatarian.
No. Meat industry requires a lot of land to feed and maintain livestock. This leads to deforestation and an increase in greenhouse gases. Turning vegetarian would free up that land, restoring at least 70% of it to natural forests, thus cooling the planet. Also, today there are around 1 billion cows who excrete large amounts of methane. Methane is a deadly poisonous gas, 20 times more harmful than other greenhouse gases. Cutting out meat would decrease methane in the atmosphere. Human deaths would also go down. Chronic illnesses, cancers, strokes, etc. would drastically reduce, leading to reduced medical costs as well. However, the meat industry generates a lot of employment. We would need to think of alternative employment measures if everybody goes vegetarian. But the overall positive impact on the climate, our health, and the planet cannot be ignored.
It's some time.
What would happen if we stopped sleeping?
We will have to sell our beds.
No. How long have you gone without sleeping? 16 hours? 18 hours? Don't you feel tired, longing to sleep? However, if you stay awake for around 24 hours, something completely opposite happens. You feel energetic, positive, and happy. Why? Because the brain secretes extra dopamine, the happy hormone, to compensate for lack of sleep. But this doesn't last long. After 48 hours of staying awake, body starts shutting down. You feel exhausted as the body cannot metabolize glucose properly, lowering energy supply. Immune system weakens. You start looking pale and make impulsive decisions. Continuing to stay awake can lead to hallucinations, making it difficult to understand what is real. In a study, a student called Randy Gardner went without sleep for 11 days. Though he is fine now, this isn't recommended as studies show that 14 days without sleep can lead to death. Why do we sleepwalk?
Cause burger joints offer 80% discount at night.
Nah. Sleepwalking or somnambulism is a disorder which causes people to walk around while they're asleep. Occasionally, they may even go to the bathroom or drive a car. But what exactly is going on over here? While sleeping, our brain goes through various stages of sleep. However, sometimes, when we are in deep, non-REM stage of sleep, our brain skips the active brain, REM stage, and directly goes to being awake. Hence, we enter a state where our brain is just awake enough to perform physical activities, but it is still asleep enough to not have any conscious awareness, causing us to be in a sort of mixed state of sleep and wakefulness, thus causing us to sleepwalk. It is observed that sleepwalking is more common in children. However, factors like stress, sleep deprivation, sedative drugs, sleep apnea, etc. may lead to sleepwalking in adults.
It's time.
Why do astronauts wear orange and white spacesuits?
Cause orange and white are my favorite colors.
No. The orange spacesuit is called Advanced Crew Escape Suit. Astronauts wear it during the launching and landing period. But why? Because if there is any malfunction during the launching or landing period and the astronaut has to abandon the space shuttle, this particular shade is the most visible color against any landscape, especially against the blue sky and sea, thus making it easy for the rescuers to spot the astronaut. Now, the white spacesuit is called Extravehicular Activity Suit. Astronauts wear it when they go outside the space shuttle to do some work. It is white in color for two reasons. Firstly, in space, the astronaut is exposed to extreme heat of the sun, and white is the color which reflects more heat than any other colors, thus preventing the astronaut from getting too warm. Secondly, white color makes it easy to spot the astronaut against the black expanse of space. Why is space black?
Because somebody forgot to pay the electricity bill.
Nah. Our sun is a huge star, which emits a tremendous amount of light. However, like our sun, there are so many stars in the universe that counting them is almost impossible. So, if there are so many stars, the space shouldn't be black or dark, right?
Absolutely.
However, this is not the case. According to a study, the space appears black because the universe is expanding. This expansion is causing the visible light emitted by the stars to stretch out so much that when it reaches our eyes, they cannot detect it. As our eyes cannot detect any visible light, the space appears black to us. Moreover, light has a specific speed limit. So, light from far, far away stars has not even reached us. Thus, the space appears black.
It's time.
What if Earth lost oxygen for 5 seconds?
We would need to organize a search party.
No. If it was just 5 seconds, we wouldn't notice changes in our breathing. But do you know what would happen around us? Earth's crust contains 45% oxygen. Without oxygen, crust would crumble, causing the ground to crumble, and we would be in freefall. Buildings, bridges, and concrete structures would crumble into dust, as oxygen is the binding agent for concrete. Cars would stop, and planes would fall from sky as their combustion engines wouldn't work without oxygen. Also, losing oxygen means losing almost 21% air pressure. This would cause our inner ear to explode, causing hearing loss. It would also become darker suddenly.
Why?
For sunlight to reach us, it needs to bounce off air particles like oxygen, dust, etc. No oxygen means much fewer particles to bounce off, thus much darker.
It's time.
What if all the mountains disappeared?
It's time.
What if all the mountains disappeared?
Some clones would take their places.
Nah. Earth's solid surface is made up of several tectonic plates. Mountains are formed when two tectonic plates smash into each other. Now, if mountains disappeared, then tectonic plates would also have disappeared. With the tectonic plates gone, hot mantle below would take its place, thus making it impossible for us to even walk. With no mountains, the lava present in them would flow and spread to the surrounding cities. Global ecosystem would also get disturbed as mountains possess a great variety of flora and fauna. As glaciers on mountains are a source of water for many rivers, no mountains means those rivers would dry out. Also, since mountains change the direction of winds and block rain clouds, there would be catastrophic changes in global weather patterns. Lastly, without mountains, we would not be able to paraglide, ski, or enjoy river rafting.
So, yan lang po ang mga good vibes na, yung awesome shows na na-enjoy ninyo. So, sorry Isabella, ulitin po, hindi ako makapag-kwento for now, kundi si Omsom na mag-take ng place sa akin. Magpapatawa sa inyo ba, yung what if ba, ganun. So, siya po sa inyong umaga. So, yan lang po ang good vibes for today. Muli pa ako si Joshua Saldaña for good vibes. See you on Monday para sa good vibes. Yan lang po. At kung pwede kung gusto niyo mag-enjoy sa awesome videos, pwede. Basta sorry lang po sa overtime dahil gusto niyo ma-enjoy yung lahat mga awesome favorite shows. Yan lang po. So, see you next time and have a safe day to all.